Have a medic. Bearing down on us.
Just a little longer. Easy, easy. Easy, mate.
There's a lot of them. Fuck, there's a lot of
Hold,
them.
hold.
My God.
Not yet.
Fuck, there's a lot of them. Damn it!
God in heaven, if
They
I
were
live through this
expecting
day, I
us!
swear I'll take
First
my
troops
Yana
to the bridge!
altar.
Break through! Vanguard! To the left! And the rest, come with me! We'll flank the bastards!
My God.
At them! Charge! Grind those horsens into the dirt!
Here's their leader.
What? This boy?
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan. Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
Now we've got them! We almost have them! Finish them off! They've nowhere to hide! At them! Fight them! Cut them down! Well,
The damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzig and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Are you serious? Hey! True. We could have finished him up. Here we are. God save you.
God, we'll finish it this time.
I pray to God we do.
Start talking, or make your peace with God.
Do your
How does that
worst.
trebuchet work anyway?
I won't betray my
I know.
lord.
Go and ask that master they brought in.
Ah,
That's
Henry.
out. I'm not
Just
going
the
to
man
bother
I
some
want.
gent. I just wondered if you knew
rather
it all.
hang than
No,
sing.
I don't know much about it.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it?
Fuck you.
You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them. Who is this Toth?
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so he started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
How did you meet him?
What's that got to do with anything?
What is he after?
Are you really that clueless? To destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
Who does he take his orders?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
How many men does he have in the castle?
Enough to thrash you all.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me. And he'll kill every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranyik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You'd never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hanush.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance. Do you take me for a fucking fool? Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell. I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
What is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanish. All right. We'll let the men rest a while and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready. Henry?
Greetings. What do you need?
I'm glad you came.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
I'll be delighted.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next.
Jesus!
Load the trebuchet!
God save.
There was precious little in it, and we could have lost everything.
That's how it goes in war. But God stood by us. And in the end, they're nothing but a bunch of filthy cutthroats. They're sneak thieves and assassins. But does that make them real soldiers?
Well, they're apt to wait till a man nips off into the bushes to relieve himself, lifts up his chainmail tunic and stab him in the back. Personally, I'd rather face a proper soldier.
Because you know just who you're up against. That's probably why Toth is giving us such a hard time.
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kuttenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Istvan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until... until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Sir Robart. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process. God be with you, Henry. Good day, Henry.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Divish said...
Sir Divish.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
Aye. We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all?
For a few days at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
Well, that's kind of them. Give them my thanks.
Sure. They'll be glad you stopped by.
I'm not surprised. Betty was always good with her hands.
You're right there. Anyway, I showed a couple of pieces she made last time to old Tonda from Tabor, the one I buy goods from, and he said...
Well now.
I was surprised myself, but I wasn't sure Betty would even want to sell them. So I asked for a high price, and he
I have
says,
that horse for you.
That's fine, and started
You're
counting
a
out the coin
gem,
there and then.
Henry.
Just
Just
like that.
exactly what I was after.
Well, I heard
now,
about him.
take your
He's a
reward,
right skin
and
flint.
I'll take a ride.
And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine. Even more when I told her Tonda will take
at your
everything
service,
she
sir.
makes.
That's great. A bit of extra
I'm at a
corn
loose
never
end.
hurts.
Is there anything you need?
Since you put it like that, I'll think up now. Let's see. I know. I've been wondering for a while what I could get for my wife to cheer her up. I haven't been too kind to her lately, so I'd like to make amends. Maybe some jewelry?
You want me to get jewelry?
Yes, indeed, but no ordinary sort. Make it worth it. I want something fine, something that belongs to a noble woman.
Wojciech, there's only one noble woman around here. Lady Stephanie of Talmberg.
And that's precisely whose chest you're going to pinch the jewelry from. If you get my meaning.
Well, you're asking a lot, but I'll do it.
You'll have to sneak into her chambers when she's out and pick the lock on the chest. If you're not up to doing that properly, then you'd best not bother. If you do bring me the jewelry, I'll give you a right royal reward.
I'd like you to teach...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
All right. Now,
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I was wondering, did we all get equal shares?
No, you got less, but still plenty.
Well, all right then.
God save you, Henry.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Welcome, Henry.
Who are
What?
you? What the fuck are you doing?
Attack it here.
As usual.
I'll be right back with that.
God save you, Henry.
I've got your coin for you. Though I have to say, robbing a wretch who doesn't look much better than you doesn't exactly fill me with pride.
Thank you 1,000 times. Keep half as a reward.
Have you got something else for me?
For you, always. You brought me coin for food, but I'm cold, and I've no one to keep me warm at night.
I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. Unless you want me to steal a blanket for you.
Not a blanket, but a lovely woolen shawl. My own. I was desperate, so I swapped it for a morsel of food, and now I'm sorry I did. Get it back for me, please.
Consider it done.
Thank you, handsome. I gave the shawl to a village woman who lives not far from here to the west, and to make it worth your while, she's got some fine old books stashed away in a trunk. It's surely worth a tidy sum if you can get your hands on it.
Look where you're going.
Here's your woolen shawl.
You're the soul of kindness, looking after a woman who's down on her luck. I wasn't always poor, you know, and I haven't always walked the streets.
Tell me something about yourself.
I was a farmer's wife at Neuhof, and I wanted for nothing. I had a decent dowry, my husband didn't beat me. Only one day he found himself another woman and threw me out. He wouldn't even leave me my dowry. I begged for a while, but then I started selling the only thing I had, my body. What else could I do? And all on account of that bastard.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Remember how I told you about my husband? Well now, after 20 years, the time has come to get my own back. My former husband is a farmer in Neuhof. He's the one who put me where I am today, and now he pretends he doesn't know me. But the ornamental dagger I gave him back then, that's still good enough for him, all right. I want you to steal it from him and bring it back to me. You'll get your reward, but it'll take a little while.
No sooner said than done.
Welcome, Henry.
Be a bit more careful!
Good day, Henry. How are you, Henry? Hey, Henry's come to see us. Henry! Welcome, Henry. God save you, Henry.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
How are you, Henry?
God be with you, Henry.
What? What the hell are you doing? Are you serious?
Henry!